When I'm working with other communities and other housing authorities, trying to explain what you can do with public housing, the quality that you can bring to public housing, many people are familiar with what happened at Southwood Square because it's right off I-95. Many people know what it looked like before, see what it looks like now. It's gorgeous. And they think twice about the stigma or the preconceived notion of what public housing is when they start to think about what Stamford has done and what Courtney has done.
I'm very impressed with Courtney, the number of people he knows, not just the people, the staff, which has become pretty large, but also among the tenants that sometimes attend our board meetings.
He would always smile and acknowledge you. I mean, I didn't know anyone on the board. I didn't know who they were. I mean, I knew who they were, but not really. And I always found him really nice. If you miss a meeting the following week, he'd go, "Hi, how are you? We missed you."
As a resident, I had a lot of questions and problems, and I used to go to board meetings to discuss them. And Courtney was very accommodating to my questions and to the way I felt, and gave me encouragement that one could question the board.
I know how important it is to have a board of directors and the leadership on a board of directors who really back you in terms of supporting your vision and really supporting you through the battles and all of the other things that you may have in terms of getting the funding and the financing put together. But the staff can't make it happen without a board that supports them and a leader on the board like Courtney, who really understands the vision and is willing to stick to it.
I've had an opportunity to get to know a number of the residents and see them go from 50-year-old housing to modern housing, and I've seen the impact it's had in their lives.
When Stamford Hospital started to look at its opportunities for growth and revitalization, including the construction of the large facility that you see in the background, after looking elsewhere and deciding that it wanted to stay in the West Side, Charter Oak Communities also at that time had been looking at a variety of opportunities to revitalize a lot of its stock on the West Side, Fairfield Court and Vital Court, which were two older public housing projects. And so we created a land swap between the two organizations, essentially giving Stamford Hospital the property that it needed to build the new hospital for Stamford, and giving Charter Oak Communities a number of different sites that we have used and have already built on to build new housing for Stamford.
There was a barrier between Stamford Hospital and kind of the surrounding community. I think a lot of those barriers have been broken down.
Courtney and Van, of course, have orchestrated a very deep change in the way we do business, the way the organization is organized, the aims and goals of Charter Oaks have undergone quite a revitalization and new direction.
So I like challenges, and that's why I stay on. I also like success, and we've had wonderful success as well.
I think Courtney has put in place something that is going to continue to grow and prosper even as he steps down.
I think when people look back over, again, this period, the past 10 to 15 years, if they really look hard and they understand what's happened, you cannot contribute or look at what's happened without mentioning Courtney's name and the impact that he's had on helping lead and really transform what was a traditional housing authority into an organization now that is, again, talked about, I think, in every instance when you start talking about development and the transformation of Stamford.
Nobody can say, oh, that's public housing because it looks as good as everything else in the city. And I think that's the most important aspect of what we've seen under Courtney's leadership.
It isn't a trivial thing to do. You've got to be able to do it and think you can do it believably. And I could have missed it, but my sense is we've done it, and it's believable.